Now we're going to learn how to add annotations. So the second thing you need to do besides dimensions is add notes to your drawings. So to do this, the most common tool is to add a leader line with a note. So again, back here in the Wolters & Wolff Drafting tab, in the Annotations window, here you'll see leader. So even though the icon has this bubble, this particular command will just add text. So let me activate that command by clicking on it. And so it's going to ask you where you want your arrowhead to be. So you may use your O-snaps by shift right click if you want it at an exact point. And just click where you want to go. And now it's going to ask where do you want your second point for your leader and your text. So this is where you can decide where your text is going to land. Again, best drafting practice is to have your notes clear of your object on any other notes or dimensions as possible. So I'm going to pull my note up here and just click one more time, and now I have the prompt to type. And by default, our leader lines are M-text style, which means it will create a text box around itself once you're done typing. But as you can see, once I entered into this window to start typing, my ribbon has changed to this text editor, which allows you the flexibility to have similar to Microsoft Windows type of editing functions. You can change the font style, you can make it bold, you can underline, you can change the justification. All of these options are now available to you once you start entering your text. But general drafting practice, we don't change any of those things. We leave them at the default to maintain our drafting standards. So at this point, you can just ignore the ribbon options and just start typing in your text. So I'm going to just start typing. And by hitting enter, it will move my cursor down and it will not exit the command. So this gives me the option to continue typing within that box and format it the way I want it to be formatted. So I can continue typing. And when I'm done to finish the command, I can simply take my mouse and click outside of the box. And I have finished my first leader line note. And you can see my ribbon returned back to the WW Drafting tab. So that's the simple way of adding a leader line note text. If you wanted to edit this text after you finish the command, you can simply just double click on your text and you'll get your dialog box back, and then you also have all these functions again if you need to make an edit. So I can change text in here if I accidentally put the wrong number or something like that. So it's very simple to edit. If you needed to delete, you just simply click on this object. You can see the text is connected to the leader line as one object. So you can delete it at once, like that, by hitting delete on your keyboard. I'm going to undo that. And then I'm also going to show you that you can just move this text by clicking on it. And you can still use the move command to move your text as you want. You can use snaps for this. You can copy the text. So all your modification tools will work with leader lines and text as well, just as if they were an object in your drawing. So I'm just going to delete that one. Okay, so that is leader lines. If I go back to our Annotate tab, I'm just going to show you that you have the option of all these other types of notes which are common in our shop drawings that you could add manually the same way by just clicking your 2 points and entering in your text. The second way you can add a note is by simply adding text without the leader line. So if I click over here back to my Annotate And this M text will give me a multi-line text box that I can type in. So if I click on that, it's going to ask me, where's your first corner going to be? So I'm going to click, and then now I have this opportunity to create a text box of where I want to add my text. So I'm going to click here, and you can see now I have the same editing functions as before, and I have the freedom to type without a leader line. So this is a multi-line text box that I can type in my text. And again, same thing, click outside of it to exit the command. If I need to edit again, just simply double click, and now I can edit my box. And that is adding text.